We are going to meet Velizara Stoilova at the University of Karlstad.
We leave Torino. Fly to Copenhagen. Drive over the bridge between Denmark and Sweden. And then drive to Karlstad.
A journey of 2,082 kilometers. Only a third of the way a Swedish eel has to go to get to the Sargasso Sea and reproduce.
It takes us about 11 hours to reach Karlstad. An adult eel probably takes more than a year to arrive at the Sargasso Sea.
We have never been to Karlstad before, but other human beings have scattered dozens of signs along the way, which allow us to easily find the route.
Velizara is a biologist. She previously studied marine biology, but has now switched to studying migratory fish in rivers, working with the University of Karlstad and Norconsult.
She talks about the thrill of working with eels, animals classified as critically endangered species. A river panda, she tells us.
My interest for fish was born when I had my first aquarium at home. I think I was maybe 6, 7, quite young, but still old enough to understand. And I always sat beside my fish tank and admired what they did and how they swam and interacted. I found that it was really cool.
When we build a fish passage, how do we tell the fish which direction to take?
Research shows that fish generally follow the main flow when migrating downstream. And in hydroelectric plants, the main flow usually goes through the turbines.
How do we guide the fish to the fish passage? What kind of road signals should we use? Velizara's work focuses exactly on this. Signals based on fish behavior, behavioral cues for fish.
They are experimenting with bubble curtain, a soft barrier made of bubbles which rise from the bottom. The bubbles scare the fish away, but they only work if the fish can see them, when the flow is slow and the water is clear.
Dancing rods. As a prototype, they used swimming pool noodles, the floating cylinders used to learn to swim. They are placed vertically and anchored to the bottom at a distance of 15 centimeters from each other to form a soft fence moved by the current.
The fish are affected by their movement and don't swim through them. The fence is angled to direct the fish towards the fish passage. Moved by the current, the dancing rods do not need energy to work.
Injection of flow. Fish tend to follow the main flow. Using a pump, we can create an additional flow, which prompts the fish to move towards the fish passage.
Velizara tested these techniques in a large experimental facility owned by Vattenfall, a Swedish energy company. Now she plans to test them directly in rivers.
Velizara explains how important it is for her to stay focused and concentrated on a very specific aspect of the research. But she does not lose sight of the bigger picture and other aspects of the fish passages.
So, of course, the fish passage is important for the fish being able to move. And I think dam companies are now realizing, and based on the research, that also sediment needs to pass. And, not only the fish, but you actually have this interchange of ecosystems. So different creatures need to pass, not only fish, sediment, nutrients, and so on.
Peixinhos do mar, foi, marinheiro, foi, os peixinhos do mar, que me ensinou a morrer, que me ensinou a morrer, foi, marinheiro, foi, os peixinhos do mar, foi, marinheiro, foi, os peixinhos do mar, que me ensinou a cantar, que me ensinou a cantar. Foi marinheiro, foi os peixinhos do mar. Foi marinheiro, foi.